بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My dear students of fourth year English section, السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن شاء الله بنبدأ مع بعض النهاردة 6 Zoom lecture regarding cost accounting system. We finished the process accounting system, and today, after the lecture of last Monday, at which we discussed the job order costing, we explained the cost control accounts and how to prepare it. Then we solved an example regarding the cost control account system. And I told you that it is preferable to explain face-to-face in this lecture on last Monday to draw all the accounts in front of you, then beginning explaining the case. And this is what happened in the last lecture. Now, I'm going to solve with you another case regarding cost control account system to be able to solve such cases. Then we will begin with you some cases after that. I'm waiting for the share screen because it is not opened up till now. Okay, we finished exercise 1. Here is exercise 2 regarding cost control accounts in amalgamation system, because we didn't explain anything else. If you noted that the solution has no figures. Why? Because I want to solve it in front of you to be able to solve cases. That's why it is solved with you in the PDF job order number 4, I think, with you, or number 5. But I want to solve it in front of you. He told me that the following data are available regarding Factory X during May 2016, and we are required to prepare the cost control accounts using the amalgamation method. Values are in thousand. What are the number of the cost control accounts? It hasn't a fixed number, a constant number of accounts. But in general, they are about 13, because I have 3 accounts in your left-hand side, that is material, wages, other expenses. Then I have 2 fives. The one in the middle is indirect manufacturing cost. I mean the actual indirect manufacturing cost. Then the applied indirect manufacturing cost, marketing cost, applied marketing cost, and administrative cost. So indirect and it's applied, marketing and it's applied, then administrative cost. The last 5 on your right hand, as I explained on the board in front of you: work in process, finished product, COGS, trading account, and P&L. So 13. I may need an excess accounts as cash account, depreciation account, and so on. He told me that the items I have balances at beginning and end are material, work in process, and finished products. So the beginning balance in these 3 accounts will be in the debit side, and the ending balance will be in the credit side. Then credit purchase 4,000 and purchase return 130. As the purchase is done on credit, so the purchase return will be on credit. ما انا مش اشتري on credit ولما اجي ارجع اخد فلوسي، لا، هنخصم ده من دوت وندفع الباقي بعد كده لما نيجي ندفع. Wages payable, this means that we didn't pay up till now. Other expenses amounted so and so, also they are not paid yet. That's why we will not need a cash account. Applied manufacturing overhead, that is the overhead predetermined, 40% of net direct material issued. Pay attention that direct material issued, the net of direct material issued, out of which we will calculate 40% as applied manufacturing overhead. Applied marketing, 90% of net sales. What is meant by net sales? Sales may be gross. Then I have sales return, I have sales allowance. So net sales means gross sales minus any allowance or return, out of which 9% will be applied marketing. Then sales value 9,200 and sales return 200. So 9,200 minus 200 gives net sales 900 and 9,000. 9,000 times 9% will give me applied marketing 810. Now, details, direct material, and direct wages, and direct expenses that is to be affecting the work in process. These items should affect the indirect manufacturing cost. These items will affect the marketing cost. These items will affect the administrative cost, right? I issued material, direct material, indirect manufacturing, indirect marketing, indirect administrative. I distributed wages as direct wages, indirect manufacturing wages, indirect marketing wages, indirect administrative wages. Expenses, other expenses rather than material and wages, direct for work in process, indirect for manufacturing, indirect for marketing, indirect for administrative. Then I have material return. As I issued 100, but there is a return of 100. I issued 650, but there is a return of 50. I issued 430, but there is a return of 20. I issued 200, but I have a return of 10. Pay attention. How to prepare my accounts. I have a material, wages, and other expenses. Material, wages, and other expenses. 3 accounts. Then I have indirect manufacturing, and it's applied, marketing, and it's applied, administrative. Then I have work in process, finished product, COGS, trading, and P&L. The 13 accounts as I told you before. Shall we begin recording the balances in the material control account, work in process control account, finished product? Yes. Material, I have a beginning 500, ending 170. This is the material control account. Beginning balance 500, ending balance at end 170. No problem. Again, 500 and 170. The work in process 500 and 450. Work in process account 500 at beginning, 450 at end. No problem. The finished product, I have 1,000 at beginning, 1,500 at end. Okay, finished product, 1,000 at beginning, balance at beginning, 1,000, 1,500 at end, balance at end, 1,500. Okay, so the balances are recorded in the 3 accounts: material, work in process, finished product. This is the work in process, this is the finished products, then this is the material account, beginning and ending. Now, he told me that we purchased 4,000 and there is purchase return of 130. So purchases of material will be recorded 4,000. Why I said creditors for purchases? Because this is a credit purchase. After we purchased the 4,000, we returned some of the goods purchased. The returns equal, he told me here, return 130. So the return of 130 will be recorded here, 130. So we purchased 4,000, but we returned 130. If they were cash, the 4,000 will affect the cash account in the credit side, and the return will affect the cash account in the debit side. This is on credit. So creditors or accounts payable or notes payable, whatever. Okay. He told me wages payable and other expenses amounted to 150 and 1,700. So wages to 150, wages account 2,150. And the expenses, he told me that equal 1,700. So the other expenses payable, 1,700. 1,700. Okay. Why I said sundries here? It may be cash expenses, it may be depreciation, it may be other services we didn't pay up to now, and so on. The same here, I said cash, bank, or sundries. I think sundries is better. You know why sundries is better? Because there may be taxes, there may be insurance, there may be any other items. Okay? Now, applied manufacturing overhead, 40% of net direct material issued. Direct material issued. Issued material, direct 3,100. But there is material return, direct material return, 100. So the difference between 3,100 and 100, 3,000. This net direct material issued, 3,100 minus 100, the 3,000, out of which 40% will be applied manufacturing overhead. So 3,000 times 40% gives 1,200. 1,200 applied manufacturing overhead, 1,200. 1,200. It will be also here 1,200. This one will affect the credit side of the indirect manufacturing cost, 1,200. So the reciprocal here, the debit side of the applied and the credit side of the manufacturing, indirect manufacturing overhead will be affected. So this one is debited and this one is credited. What about this? It will be recorded in the work in process in the debit side, because here it is in the credit side. So work in process in the debit side, I have applied manufacturing overhead to be recorded, applied manufacturing overhead to be recorded, 1,200. We come back again to the case. He told me that applied marketing cost 9% of net sales. Sales equal 9,200, but there is sales return of 200. So 9,200 minus 200 gives 9,000. Times 9%, it gives 810. This is applied marketing. Where is applied marketing? This is applied marketing cost. How much? I said 810. So here, 810, and will affect the marketing cost as actual, 810. Then in the credit side, 810, that will be affecting the COGS account. Where is COGS account? Here is COGS account, 810. 810. So the COGS account is debited and the applied marketing cost is credited by the same amount, 810, 810. That is the 810. Okay? Now, sales value and its return. Where can I affect? Sales value will be recorded in the trading account and the sales return will be recorded in the trading account. As he didn't tell me if are cash or not, so I haven't to do anything with it. So sales and sales return, the trading account, here is sales 9,200 and sales return in the other side and allowances 200. He said sales return only, there is no allowances. So sales return account 200 and sales in the trading account side 9,200. Again, it is 9,200 as sales and 200 sales return. The issues, the direct issues or the issued material, all these 4 items will be in the material control account in its credit side. But it will be 3,100 in the work in process debit, in the indirect manufacturing debit, in the marketing debit, in the administrative debit. But the 4 are issued, so will be credit in the control account regarding material. 3,100, 650, 1 by 1. 3,100, 3,100. Then 650, 650. Then 430 and 200, 430 and 200. This one will be debited in the work in process or job order control account, work in process control account. Work in process control account. This one affects the manufacturing overhead control account, marketing control, and administrative control. So please